So, pagkatapos maipalabas at napanood ng marami nating mga kapamilya ang pelikulang ninyong First Love.
Sa totoo lang, I have to be honest, no, na first time ko napanood yung full movie nung premiere night, and I must say na exceed niya yung expectations ko. Alam kong maganda yung pelikula namin, confident ako doon, pero hindi ko akalain na ganun kaganda yung pelikula. Ang hirap na naman baka sabihin niya yung na-hard serie ko, no? Pero masaya ako masaya ako dun sa naging suporta ng tao. Masaya ako sa lahat ng reviews. Masaya ako na marami naka-appreciate at masaya ako na naging parte ako ng ganitong klaseng pelikula.
Ayan, dahil nga masaya ako. Gusto ko lang din sabihin na masaya din ako.
Like the key thing that people should learn from this film, even if they haven't seen it yet, what do you think they should pick up first before watching this movie?
Well, we're not here to actually teach you a lesson. We're here to tell you a story.
Mm-hmm.
And yung storya ni Ali at ni Nick, no, it's something very personal to me. Ako, while I can only speak about my experience while doing Ali, ang sa akin kasi ang laki na natutunan ko sa kanya. Hindi ko alam kung yun yung magagawa niya sa'yo. Pero sa akin kasi I learned na dapat hindi tayo masyado nag-worry about the future, na dapat hindi tayo nag-overthink, dapat minamahal natin yung buhay. Every single day is a miracle, and so dapat i-treat mo siya like a miracle. Dapat maging masaya ka na buhay ka ngayon, at dapat magmahal ka ngayon. Hindi ka dapat naghihintay ng pagkakataon para magmahal. So yun yung naitulong sa akin ng pelikula. And what's nice about the film is that iba-iba tayo na interpretasyon. I have friends na napanood at iba yung interpretation niya. And para sa akin, yun yung beauty ng pelikula.
Direk Paul, that as a setting.
Actually, yes, you're right. It's a beautiful setting, Vancouver. It was just a pleasure to work there, to shoot there. But at the end of the day, it's what the story called for. Right? Nick and Ali had to be in that environment where, of course, we all know Ali needed a heart transplant, and that's a city that can give that to her. So Vancouver was essential to the story. We wrote the story first, and then we chose the setting after. And yeah, when I visited Vancouver in April before the shooting, parang everything worked out. We had other cities in mind, but Vancouver felt real for me.
Okay. Edward, it didn't actually include Maymay into the picture. Did you have a hard time on actually doing that, or were you like initially, I'm okay with just doing a project without my love team in the picture?
Oh, no way. I mean, I started my whole journey with Maymay. I went through ASAP to La Luna to Loving in Tandem. Every project that I had was with Mai, and of course you get used to that. You get used to that partnership. You get used to that tandem. That, you know, she's my backup plan if I need one. And I was really nervous coming into this project because, you know, for example, in ASAP Chilla, if I make a mistake or mabubulol ako sa spills ko, Maymay is really there who catches me. And on set, it's like that as well. So if we're given the freedom to experiment and stuff, and I mess up, she's always the one that picks me up. And so going to this project without her, without that safety net, it was a really scary thing. But I told her on the premiere night, this is not just our success, the cast, the production success. It's her. She's really a big part of it, because first of all, the experience I got is hers as well. Whatever I experienced, she did as well, and the confidence I got to even sort of go to the go-see and to the script read. I was so scared for every step of this production, but she was there backing me up. So yeah, it was difficult, and I mean, would I want to do it again? I'm willing to try it again, like doing it alone, but it's gonna be 10 times more fun if Maymay's part of it. So if I knew if Maymay was in this project, it would be even more fun. Yeah.
All right. It's been 2 years. Overall, the love team has worked with so many projects. What have you learned working alone in this film?
I have to have more faith in myself, I think. And I have to learn to control my nerves. because, like at the beginning you said, you don't think too much about the future. I was thinking like, I don't know. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you something I didn't really want to say, but I think it fits the occasion. Before we even started shooting, I was already trying to think of things I was gonna say in the media launch. Oh, I'm so grateful. Not everything I thought of I didn't say because it was so cheesy. It's like, when you start thinking about like, I'm gonna win an award and stuff like that, but you haven't even started yet. I was just thinking about, it was nice to dream. I don't know, it was cool. But the things that I learned about this, not to overthink, because when you overthink and you get too far in the future, you forget where you are in the now, in the present. So you really have to just stay grounded to what's going on now. Don't think about, for example, there was more heavier scenes for me, not really like intense, but like for me personally, more heavier scenes, and there were lighter scenes. During the lighter scenes, I was already thinking about the harder ones for me, and like the ones with the longer lines. I don't know, I don't know. And something that Kuya Aga said on set was, you have to relax. And it's one of those things you take for granted, you just have to relax. So it's not really like, I didn't really learn giant things that would monumentally change my life in that moment, but it's definitely going to change the way I approach acting and approach life in general. So yeah, I learned a lot from these two here and well from Kuya Aga. So.
Last night I tried to ask your fans what particular question to ask you today.
Yeah, so
but they were pretty much concerned also about your studies. Are you planning to pursue that?
I've actually given myself a deadline. If I haven't finished my school within the next 2 years, regardless of how well it's going, I want to stop. But I really hope that doesn't happen because I want to find a way. My parents and I were really exploring a lot of options as well. Maymay is actually a lot more ahead of me in that in that area. She's already like 3/4 of the way there. I'm willing to say she's already close to starting again, which I'm really happy about. I'm really, really happy about. For me, we're really exploring a lot of options too, and I think it's recently to say that I'm close to getting back into it too because I'm learning a lot of stuff about this industry, but I'm just keep on thinking like if something goes wrong, where will my experience on the set and learning how to relax take me? So my answer is I'm close to getting back into it, and don't worry, it's still very much present on my mind.
All right, thank you. Ms. Bea, going back to the experience actually working with Mr. Agamoda, you have obviously you have a slight difference in age. Was that like a little uncomfortable for you, or do you think it was actually needed in the script?
Well, actually, if you watch the movie, hindi siya masyadong pinag-usapan eh. And hindi siya kailangan pag-usapan. Hindi rin kami nag-pretend like I was older, hindi siya nag-pretend like he was younger. Nag-fit lang siya dun sa roles. And I guess yun yung intention, na yung role kasi ni Nick kailangan marami ng pinagdaanan, marami ng pinagsisihan sa buhay, at gusto niya mag-start again, or gusto niya mag-give back. So, siguro tamang-tama na yung age ni Agamona. At tamang-tama yung role ko naman bilang Ali, na gusto ko pang marami pa akong gustong gawin sa buhay, gusto ko pang mabuhay. Kaya tatama din sa age ko. So, hindi naman siya issue.
You've mentioned in like the recent videos that you wanted to live in Vancouver.
Yes.
Why do you say so? Was it like it was worthy to replace with the Philippines? Is it that much of
Hindi
a
ko naman
difference?
sinasabi na I will live there forever, but maybe for a time. But Vancouver is a beautiful city. And marami rin ako naging kaibigan while filming First Love, no? So, I must say, pwede ko siya maging second home. And actually, consider ko pa rin siya hanggang ngayon.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Maraming salamat, John. Next naman na magtatanong dito ay si Mami Jo Bonsor.
Hello, congratulations po. I probably have a different
impression on the film kasi parang from beginning to end, it's just breathtaking. All the scenes were so beautiful. Yung sobrang ganda nung color, nung scenes, nung eksena. Tapos ang ganda-ganda ng mga artista. Parang nakalimutan ko na yung storya sa pagtingin pa lang dun sa bawat eksena. Kung papipiliin po kayo, alin po yung para sa inyo? This one is really more than Instagram worthy. Yung ang ganda talaga.
Sa
ang
pagiging
ganda.
scenic nung
Oo,
pelikula. Hindi
sobra.
naman po dahil sa eksena per se.
Oo, pero ang ganda
Kung
talaga.
pinaka-instagrammable siguro na eksena would be yung alley spot, no? Sa Stanley Bar, yung may bench tsaka yung puno. I think that's my favorite spot.
Ikaw, Edward.
For me, my favorite would have to be, my favorite location was probably the art gallery. But the most Instagrammable would have to be, what's the name of the bridge?
Yeah,
The long-
Lion's Gate, yeah.
That was amazing. We drove over that bridge every day when we had shooting, and I'll be reading the script, and I just wanted to look at the view. It's a beautiful view, so probably that.
Direk.
For me naman, well, I definitely agree here with Edward and Bea, but for me, I would also say Lynn Canyon was nice. The scene on the suspension bridge, if you guys have seen the film with Nick and Ali, where she was trying to kind of dare him, and you'll have to watch the film. But what I liked about that bridge was it brought you in the heart of nature. Like it was in the forest, and then thousands of feet down, you had the raging river. So ganda, it was very quiet and peaceful when we shot there. And we even, during the shooting, after the bridge, we also hiked another 30 minutes down to the water river. Ang ganda. So, for me, yeah, yung Lynn Canyon masarap. It was cold and it was nice. It was fun.
And going back to you, Direk, dissecting the character of the two here as Ali and Simon.
Simon.
Oo. Anong particular detail of the character do you think you are very, very keen on?
Well, with Ali, I remember this with Bea pa, even before we went to Vancouver, we had a workshop actually, just because Bea had some questions and I also wanted to hear from her. Now, finally, we got to talk. But for me, Ali is about a person who just wants to live life. I mean, that's just basically it. Now, with Simon naman, and this is still the second day, so I still want to keep the mystery to his character, no? And his relationship, of course, with Nick, no? Played by Aga. They have a very mysterious relationship that I feel, if you haven't seen the film, please watch it, no? And then maybe next week I can talk about Simon's character. But we're trying to keep him parang yung part of the twists and turns siya. But then again, what I loved about Simon and Nick's relationship was very real, and I think what Aga and Edward brought to their characterization was very real, very natural sila on screen. It's like they've been really friends for how many years, no? So ang galing actually everybody. Bea was such a natural. I really appreciated actually. When we met, she actually cut her hair. Yung talagang, di ba? And I think that was a big thing for her. So, I remember she told me like she was gonna cut it about 2 days before she left for Vancouver, so that when she gets on the plane, parang Ali na siya. No? So, yeah, so thankful that the actors gave me 100% dedication, and as a director, that's all you could really ask for.
Were there also particular places that you wish would have been included in the film, but
Well, with First Love, the story actually is about Nick and Ali, who actually lived in Vancouver for 10 plus years. So we were not, personally, I was not looking for like a touristy kind of film, right? Yes, people are commenting it's breathtaking. It's just because Vancouver is just naturally breathtaking. You know, the local coffee shops there where they went to in the beginning it's just so much character. The park, honestly, Stanley Park is. Yes, okay, maybe it's a tourist attraction, but there's thousands of locals there every day. It's just a normal park for them, maybe. No? And the bridges is just a part of daily life. No? They use it to commute. So it wasn't my intention to show Vancouver in kind of that touristy way. It's just Vancouver is just naturally beautiful. That anywhere you put the camera, ang ganda lahat, ganda ng sceneries. No?
Ano nga po uli yung unang kinanta ni Ali dun sa bookstore na yung kasama niya?
Ikaw lang ang aking mahal.
Ay, hindi, yung una pa. Yung
Ikaw lang aking...
Ay, yung,
That's Ali's song.
It's my favorite song.
So yun yung sinasabi nung kasama mo doon sa bookstore na?
Kasi Tagalog hindi niya naiintindihan kaya parang pinapapalitan niya.
Ayun. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Aliw na aliw ka dun sa pelikula, di ba, Mami Jo? Dahil dyan, ito isa pang nanood, Kuya Alan Sancon.
Direk, tanong ko lang po, what's the story behind that movie? Yung First Love, is it a true story? I'm here, Direk. Dito po. Because of my cellphone, yeah. Is it a true? Paano nabuo yung story? Kasi natuwa lang kami yung twist ng movie, di
Yeah,
ba?
well, it's definitely a fiction, no? But together with Ange Pesumal, who's my writer, ano yan, almost 6 to 8 months we wrote the screenplay, no? So we did a lot of research, no? It's very medical, no? But we didn't want to be naman too medical, no? Kasi it might be too dragging naman, diba? So what I made sure is when I talked to the doctors and I talked to them about the characters in the story, I just wanted them to make sure that it can happen and this is possible. And all the doctors we went to, they said yes, this is a situation that can happen. And when they gave me the go signal, we were able to now create the characters of Nick and Ali and this story of First Love.
Mm-mm. Tapos Direk, yung yung story niya about maraming successful talaga of the transplant daw dun sa Canada.
Oh yes, it's I mean every day there's always a case. Actually, part of my research was if you guys just go to YouTube, you'll watch a lot of success stories, and that's kind of where we got our inspiration also. So we actually, it's also part of the film. I don't want to give away again too much, but yes, I made sure. Actually, even when we were shooting, we actually had some doctors on set, just consulting and making sure that the activities they were doing and the things that they were a part of were real.
Mm-mm. Tapos Direk, yung ending inabangan ng lahat, 'di ba? Hindi namin alam what will happen, 'di ba? Kayo ba may other option kayo ng ending or yun na talaga yung ending simula pa lang?
Well, for me, I had one ending in mind, and that's the ending you see in cinemas. Now, of course, there was always a debate and a discourse, which is good, which I encourage them. You want to kind of exercise all the options. But for me, from day one, it was that ending. And for me, talaga, I'm proud to say that the last 10 minutes of the film was exactly kind of how I imagined it. No? It just flowed, no? And if I must say about the ending, just to give credit kind of where credit is due, because a collaborator din ako. Actually, it was an idea of my production designers, sila Ben and Carlo, no? About the ending. They came to me in Canada, Direk, what do you think about this ending? So naisip ko, I went, and then the next day I said, gawin namin yun. I think that's nice. No? So when you have great collaborators, the story gets better. And that was so magical on our set. Of course, Aga, Bayan, sila Edward, and my collaborators also Shane Sarte, the DOP, who's being just commended left and right for her cinematography, and her team. Of course, Mark Victor, my editor, and si Ange Pesumal, the writer. So it was a collaboration talaga of just great talents. Everybody that went to Vancouver from the Philippines contributed to this film.
To Bea, tanong ko lang, napaka-positive nung character mo doon no? Kumbaga, ganun ka rin ba in real life? Kung paano mo harapin yung problema, saka yung mga biggest problem mo in life, na may mga ganun ba o talagang parang sometimes you wanna give up?
Hindi ako si Ali. Hindi talaga. Kaya, nung umpisa, nung na-offer, nabasa ko na yung final script, ang dami ko reservation, sabi ko, baka hindi ko kaya, or baka maging cliche na parang, alam mo yun, I'm sure marami ng pelikula about a girl na merong heart ailment, at siya yung ball of sunshine ng pelikula, and ayokong gumaya, ayokong nasa surface lang yung pagiging positive niya. I had to get it from a place that is real, that is true. So, alam mo, nag-commit talaga ako. Hindi ko sinasabi to dahil gusto kong panoorin yung pelikula, but siguro first step yung hair. I know surface yung hair, but yun sa akin kasi sa babae, iba pag, di ba yung iba nagpapagupit after a breakup, or siguro yun yung representation sa akin na tatalon ako para maging si Ali. So, nag-commit ako every single day. Yung mga nangyayari sa Vancouver, parang iniisipan ko lagi siya something positive. Lagi kong hinahanap yung silver line. Kahit sa personal kong buhay. Siguro para ma-practice yung pagiging Ali. But, minsan, kapag meron akong bad days dito sa Pilipinas, pagbalik ko after doing the film, minsan iniisip ko, my God, gusto kong bumalik sa Vancouver, gusto kong maging Ali ulit. Naging happy place ko siya. And hindi ko siya makakalimutan. Pero sana nga maging Ali ako, but unfortunately, I'm not like her.
Pero may natutunan ka sa kanya in that way, na parang ngayon, kapag may problema, you can be positive like Ali. May ganun ba?
Oo, pero mahirap siya eh. Hindi siya... Siguro kasi magkakaiba tayong klaseng tao, no? Si Ali naman kasi she's built to be like that. She has like a childlike factor in her, no? Hindi ako ganun eh, medyo overthinker ako in real life. Hindi ako playful. Actually, others nga tell me na medyo uptight ako. I'm not like Ali, but I always try to be. But of course, I have to be authentic all the time, no? So, siguro hinahanap ko pa rin hanggang ngayon kung kaya ko maging siya every single day.
Why that kind of hair? With the bangs, with that very short?
I didn't want her to be like
Cute naman, no? Pero...
Hindi siya pretty girl eh, si Ali. Hindi siya ganon. Hindi mo siya lilingunin kapag nadaanan mo siya dahil maganda siya. Lilingunin mo ka siya kasi there's something in her that's mysterious, that's interesting. So, gusto ko siyang hindi maging pretty girl. Gusto ko siyang maging parang everyday girl na happy to be with, fun to be around with. So, ganun siya. Hindi siya yung parang kulot-kulot or like, gusto ko siya maging...
And very aggressive, no? Aggressive.
Hindi siya aggressive, straight to the point.
Straight to the point, yeah. Sa Vancouver ba, ganun yung mga girls? Or parang...
Hindi. Ali is one of a kind, I think.
Hindi naman lahat. That was just really the character of Ali.
Pero alam mo, ang sarap niyang gampanan. Masarap talaga. Habang pinapanood ko siya, parang gusto kong pamalik doon. Masarap siyang... She's a beautiful character.
To Edward, we're just curious kung ano yung reaction ni Maymay after watching the film. Ano yung unang-unang sinabi niya sa'yo after watching you solo on that film?
During the premiere, I went to her straight away kasi we weren't sitting together. I wanted to gusto ko sana basta we were cast down.
Hindi kayo magkatabi, di ba? Habang
But I wanted to, because I told her I wanted you to tell me your honest opinion about what you thought about my acting, about the movie. I wanted to know everything. And as soon as I got there, nakakainis kasi inside the cinema, she said, mamaya na, gusto ko walang tao. Kasi she dissected everything. She remembered everything. She remembered parts of the movie. Edward, ito, naramdaman ko na, that was her first day, no? This scene was her first day. She was right. She has like this really sixth sense. She said, I saw that you were nervous there. Alam ko first day yun, no? So, she saw the difference in, I think it's some things that maybe not people can see. Because I think it's just because she knows me so well. I think she took notes on her phone about points in the movie. She said, itong nuance mo, parang hindi natural, ganon. So she was really one of my biggest critics and one of my biggest supporters. So yeah, she was she liked the movie as well. She said, it's like you were actually there. It wasn't a movie, it was an experience. So yeah, very, very supportive.
So, tanongin ko na rin si Bea saka si Direk Paul, ano naman pong reaction din ni Gerald nung nakita yung film? Ano yung sinabi sa inyo after watching the film?
Magkatabi ba sila? Sabi niya, ito daw yung best film ko.
Wow.
Sabi niya, ito daw yung paborito niyang pelikula ko. And so sobrang saya niya, magpapa-block screening siya. Oh, gusto niya para sa Marikina.
Thank you, Gerald.
Tsaka in-announce ko na para hindi niya natawag. Hindi, masaya siya. Gusto niya yung pelikula. Gusto niya. Sabi niya, hindi niya ako nakita as Bea. Hindi niya nakita si Alamin. Para daw na-transport siya sa mundo ni Ali at ni Nick. Actually, he couldn't stop talking about it kahit na nasa loob na kami ng kotse. So, naging fan siya ng pelikula.
Nagustuhan niya si Ali.
Nagustuhan niya.
Si Ali personally.
Oo,
Character.
nagustuhan niya. Sana daw lagi sana maging ganun daw.
Anong sabi mo? Nung sinabi niyang ganun.
Wala naman ako sinabi.
Si Direk naman, paano ba sabi ni Toni after watching
Actually,
the film?
while we were watching the movie, I was sitting, si Bea nandito, di ba? And then si Tin nandito.
Tin,
naman.
yeah.
Nagpapas sila ng tissues. So dito ako, ganun sila, umiyak sila during the film, no? But she couldn't help but just be so proud, no? And she was so happy. She says, finally, gumawa ka ng love story. Umiyak ako, I cried, and I enjoyed it. And everything, she always texts me something long. So yeah, may critique siya. She told me everything, her points. And she says talaga she can really feel my voice. And she was a part of the journey. Lahat ng script, I mean, she wasn't a part of the film. I guess I'm just like kanina he was saying about Maymay. But you know, every time I talk to somebody about the film, of course it's Toni when I go home, diba? So she knew how it changed, how it developed. So she couldn't help but be so proud when she saw it on the big screen. And ganun din as like Gerald, magpa-black screen din si Toni. Sa Taytay naman, sa Taytay.
Paano naman si Edward?
Yes, grabe.
Si Edward daw may black screening ba? Ang Mayward?
Algan kami kay Maymay.
Black screening.
May black screening ba daw?
Ako sure ako dyan, Kuya Alan, ang mga Mayward. may
Meron
black
yan,
screening. Diba?
Last na lang, Direk, did you consider yung title, di ba naging successful din yung Milan, yung Dubai. Did you consider to put title ng Canada or Vancouver, ganyan?
No,
O talagang first love yung...
Vancouver, no, actually it was not, because the film's not about Vancouver. It's not about, I'm not saying that those other films were about that place, but sa akin, we actually, we only thought of the title after eh. Actually, it was always called the Agabea Project, yung sa lahat ng mga scripts, lahat. No? And then when I started working with of course with Star for the promo, and yeah, First Love came up because of when they watched it and when we watched it, and they just felt that we all agreed that this was the best title, and it seems to be like everyone on social media that had watched it, they now know why it's First Love. Diba? So yun, if you haven't seen it, know the reason why it's called First Love.
Okay, congratulations po.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kuya Alan. Siyempre, ito naman ang next na magtatanong ay si Chad.
Hi, good afternoon. First is congratulations kasi parang it feels like a Hollywood film nung habang pinapanood ko siya.
Actually.
So, sobrang ganda niya. My question is for Bea. What is the most challenging part or scene doon?